It's alive.
I will quick run a social. And yeah.
I have learned that I somehow ended up doubling up on a bunch of lore books, and so now there's extras in the top of the Snugpod to read.
I will do my best to very breathily make it through whatever I have to read, but I'm not gonna lie, my chest is fairly tight.
You get the short article.
I appreciate you greatly for that, considering I also have to do a show tomorrow that's probably going to be at least 2 hours.
You get the short articles. So I thought I was going to be doing that while we were doing the show, but I guess not. Now I'm coming back downstairs.
So, did we... I found that lore book last time we were together, and there was talk about me reading that for lore. Did we still...
you have a book you wish to read?
I don't remember what lore book that was.
It was the one about, was it the birds? I forget.
Birds?
The one that I found in Canarthy's Roost.
Oh. Yeah, I have no idea what that was about.
And then I read it, and I don't know, it was funny. And there was something about reading that this week.
I don't have a problem with you reading it. We just have to remember what book it was.
Yeah. Okay.
Also was not sure how much we wanted to do, like for lore and stuff, otherwise this week, because there's a lot of notes.
Yeah, we don't have to do it.
Yeah.
Perhaps I can try to find it and make a note of it. So that's fine. That is fine. Okay. Are we ready?
Almost done. Give me 1 second. I'm on our Blue Sky, flipping everything over.
You're on Blue Sky, flipping everyone off. What?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm doing.
If it works, it works.
If it works, it works.
Yeah, I guess so. You're into that kind of thing.
Recent images.
don't spill the coffee.
This one.
It's the coffee. Would piss off as a dog tonight because I got coffee.
Okay. You guys hear about Camel Works? Really sad.
What?
Camel Works. He had a Elder Scrolls lore YouTube, and he was pretty well known within the Bethesda community as well.
I mean, I know who that is, but I didn't hear what happened.
He passed away.
Unfortunately.
The family was asking for privacy. Nobody's, they haven't released anything other than please, keep everybody in your thoughts. But quite a few people that we know were fairly close with him. Yeah, Lotus had met him, and he was, I think, pretty close to George, Zero Period. So, massive condolences to everybody on him. Super sad. Okay. Pardon me.
You're pardoned. That time.
Alright, I think I'm ready here. Yeah. Whenever you all are ready.
I am as ready as I'm gonna be.
Okay. Crazy, you said you wanted to do the intro this week, is that right?
No.
Okay. Gwen, would you like to?
I thought that was your job.
Okay. I just don't want to, hog it if somebody else wants to do it. I just kind of always have. Generally.
No, it's tradition. You go.
Okay. All right.
Cat is here, the cat speaks.
Meow. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to a Snug Podcast. We're all here, kinda. We are at least present, but there's varying degrees of how much we might, be here. If if we're just here. But anyway, I'm never separate. And to the right on screen, if you're watching, Gone Crazy back soon. How are you?
Blessed by Periite, but present and accounted for.
Thankfully, I am in vampiric form, so I don't think I can catch any diseases. It's probably a good idea that I stay that way when I'm around you two. So
yeah, sitting between us could be dangerous at the moment.
Yeah. So I'll go the other direction now, over to the left on screen. Gwen the Bard, how are you?
Also blessed by Periite.
Well, I'm not, so I'm going to stay that way, and I'm going to pass a little bit of my not being blessed by Periite to the two of you, so that y'all could be a little less blessed, hopefully. Usually I would, try to give more blessings, but I want to take that blessing away. I don't like Periite. Not good for you.
Who knew dragons could be cool and awful all at the same time?
Yeah. Well.
There, I even switched over to wearing my Periite costume. from the
That's
Orcrest
amazing.
public dungeon.
That's amazing.
You change wardrobes faster than Taylor Swift or Celine Dion.
Yeah, that's impressive. Very impressive, Gwen. I'm impressed.
I got lucky. It started with a P, so I knew where to look in the costume menu.
Cool. Well, Gwen, have you had any time to be in game at all? You been up to anything?
Yes and no. I've been. I don't know if I talked about this last time, but I've been in game enough to see that we no longer have to wear tabards to have our little guild thing over our head, and that's cool. I've also been in game enough to notice I now have more outfit slots because yay. And that's about it. Otherwise, on top of being blessed by Perry, I also had a wrist injury for a while, and it got to the point where I just had to take a few days and not hold a controller or do cell phone activities or anything like that because it just needed to rest. So recently, finally, Friday, I mostly have been playing Skyrim still because I've been working on that armor, and I keep logging in to Skyrim to just look at the different costume pieces I'm trying to make, because no better reference photo than the one you make yourself, right? But then I keep getting distracted. And this weekend I got distracted doing the whole Dark Brotherhood quest line, because running around Skyrim without Cicero is just too damn quiet. I can't do it. I like the music, I like the atmosphere, but it's just too quiet. So I did the whole Dark Brotherhood quest line just so I could have Cicero follow me around and talk. And while doing the Dark Brotherhood quest line, I'm just gonna like lore vomit now for a second. I haven't played through the Dark Brotherhood questline in Skyrim since initially back when I first played it, and that was before I knew anything about the Elder Scrolls franchise, right? And so when you're playing through it, and you play it when there's like Lucy and LeChance running around, and just listening to the dialogue, it's like, oh, well that makes sense because of this, and oh, well that makes sense because of this, and oh, that's dark. When he says that the sanctuary just needs a good purification. I'm like, oh, well then. You do want just everyone to die. Okay, that's fine. But it is, it's interesting playing back through this game now that I actually know stuff about the lore and the franchise and more things about it than just, hey, that's a little adventure hack and slash game. And otherwise, that's kind of what I've been up to. I've been mostly just hanging out in Skyrim these days. But what have you guys been up to?
Would you like to go ahead, Crazy?
Sure. Well, Periite also blessed me all week. My small Bosmer was sick with the flu, and I was sick at the beginning of the week, and then I thought I got better, and then I got an additional blessing of Periite with a secondary infection. So I have been dealing with my sickness now, I feel like off and on all week, but hopefully medicated now and on my way to being better. Today I've been knee-deep in lore because I've been writing for some roleplay stuff, but other than that, it's just been like surviving my week. I really haven't played much because I've been too sick to even log in, honestly. Like, I was barely functional enough to get anything done. I would kind of log in to do guild maintenance in places where needed, and that was about it. And speaking of guild maintenance, we've had a lot of new PlayStation people coming into the guild this week. So I think with the whole Gold Road being available in the store this month, that's been really exciting. I think that's making some people return, as well as some of the Update 49 changes and things like that. So lots of new guildies, which is great. I hope that we get some people to join us for some new activities and whatnot. Other than that, I just have loved seeing like some of the changes for Update 49 with like the guild names above people's nameplates, and you know, some of the things that have just kind of made maintenance of your in-game time easier, so that's been nice. And that's pretty much it for me at this point. How about you, Never?
I've not done just a whole lot. Been distracted with other things, other little side projects and just other things. But a little bit of time that I have gotten in, I was trying to do a little bit more questing. I sent you guys a picture from an NPC. I think that was in Shadowfen, possibly. I don't even remember why I was in Shadowfen, to be honest. Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember what I was doing there, but if I recall correctly, I went into an area to do something and came across a little quest, and I think it was near a delve or something. So I went ahead and did a few little quests there, or wherever it was that if it wasn't Shadowfen. And in the process of that, I played around a little bit with some of the new two-hand stuff. I haven't played around with the Dragon Knight stuff yet because I main a Templar, and my current setup is not subclassed into Dragon Knight abilities at all. I have one or two other little builds that I do have some Dragon Knight stuff subclassed. So I'll get around to it, but I haven't done much beyond that. And since the last time, after we got off last time, I went and ran around Canarthy's Roost a little bit, and because we were talking about changes that they made a while back to base game starter zones, and I wanted to go check some of that out because I don't think I'd ever actually gone back to Canarthy's Roost since then, and just ran around there a little bit. But other than that, that's been pretty much it for me, I think. Yeah. But there was something that like a container of some sort that got opened. I don't know if y'all heard about that. But thankfully somebody was able to come along and get that resealed, and we can celebrate.
What?
You know what? You tried. You tried.
Oh, you're trying to lead into the article, and I'm like, huh?
You tried.
Wow, it's a golden pursuit, but sure.
You could have said things I haven't done, but probably should have been doing are.
Well, I could have done that. I did do a little bit. I did do. Maybe that's why I was wherever I was. I don't know, because I was doing a few of the little pursuit things.
Anyway, so Golden Pursuit, Seals of Endeavor celebration, because this is the end. Anyway, right, it is the end of Seals of Endeavors because we're switching over to trade bars and tomes and stuff.
No.
No, you're just going to be earning them differently.
It's the end of the
daily endeavors.
The endeavor system, but the seals will stay.
Yeah.
So the seals stay.
Mm-hmm.
They're sealed in place, but the endeavors are dead.
Correct. Like the daily and weekly endeavors will be mounted within the other systems.
You know what? I'll read that book when I come to it.
Okay.
Until then, Golden Pursuits, Seal Celebration. With the transition to seasons, both the Endeavor system and daily login rewards have been disabled. However, thanks to this March Golden Pursuits campaign, you can continue to earn those ever-valuable seals between now and when Season 0 begins on April 2nd. The latest Golden Pursuits campaign, called Seal Celebration, kicks off today, March 3rd, 2026, and runs until April 1st, 2026. During this period, complete a variety of engagements, including slaying world bosses, refining raw materials, visiting other player homes, and more to unlock the following rewards. Complete 5 activities for 500 seals. Complete 10 activities for 500 seals. Complete 15 activities for 500 seals. And 20 activities for 1,000 seals. There are a total of 27 different activities available to complete throughout this campaign, all of which will get you one step closer to amassing a whopping 2,500 seals total. Head over to the Golden Pursuit section of the endgame finder to check out the full list of this campaign's activities. And we can actually just tell you that whole list. It's complete 5 quests, complete 10 quests, complete 15 quests, kill a world boss, kill 3 world bosses, complete 1 group dungeon, complete 10 group dungeons, use an ultimate skill 20 times, complete a battleground match, complete 3 battleground matches, complete a trial, defeat 500 enemies, complete 1 crafting quest, complete 3 crafting quests, craft 50 items of any skill line, refine raw materials 10 times, harvest 25 resources from the world, improve 5 items, 5 items/items, interesting. Visit 5 player homes, place 5 furnishings, describe 1 skill, earn 5 ranks in a skill line, earn 10 ranks in a skill line, kill 100 foes with the class skills, complete 8 instructions, earn 5 Jester's Fest boxes, earn 15 Jester's Fest boxes. There we go. And there are some bonus things that you can earn along with different tasks. You can get, looks like you can get some gold crow scrolls, some luminous ink, crown repair kits. Yep, just some random bonuses.
Isn't it like 10 gold luminous ink, and it's like for scribing something?
Yes.
So it's like basically you earn 7, I think, because it costs 3 to scribe something, if I remember right. But you just go scribe something and you just earn some more ink for doing it. So really quick for that one.
They're all pretty basic, pretty easy. Gotta wait on the Jester's Festival though. That hasn't happened yet.
Yep. Jester's Fest is coming soon. March 26th, I think, through the 2nd?
Yeah, basically it's gonna be one of those, oh, you didn't get anything yet? Well, here's 2 more you can try to get something from.
Yep.
Because it only goes till the 1st. So anyway.
Right. Right.
You wanna tell us about the Gold Road?
From Golden
Sure.
Pursuits to Golden Roads.
Yeah. We can walk the Gold Road for free if you have PlayStation Plus.
Oh, snap.
Oh, snap. I think that's why we've been seeing more guildies, like I was just talking about a few minutes ago. So it says, if you play on the PlayStation 4 or 5 consoles, you can acquire Gold Road Collection, which includes the ESO base game, free with your PlayStation Plus membership. Part of the PlayStation Plus monthly games for March, this offer is available now until April 6th, so don't miss out on your chance to claim hundreds of hours of adventures set in Tamriel's second era. The Gold Road Collection features the ESO base game, 2024's Gold Road chapter, and all previous chapters, including access to the Warden, Necromancer, and Arcanist classes, and a wealth of bonus gameplay systems like Antiquities, Jewelry Crafting, and Tales of Tribute. That's over 10 years of adventures, challenges, and stories to experience, all free as part of a PlayStation Plus membership, including the Premium, Extra, and Essential tiers this month. To claim your game now and begin, make sure you have an active PlayStation Plus membership and visit the PlayStation Store page. You can also claim the Gold Road Collection via your PlayStation console's store menu. Change is coming to Tamriel this April, and there's no better way to prepare for Season 0 than by picking up the game with your PlayStation Plus membership and experiencing some of its past adventures. Don't forget, this offer is available from now until April 6th only, so don't miss out. And I believe that actually works as well. I think if you don't have the Gold Road edition, I think you can claim this and get that. Like, I think it will backlog your other stuff, I want to say. At least that's what would make sense to me.
Well, that's what the article sounded like. It sounded like it's the whole game.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, I don't think I was able to get it, but that's probably because it's everything except for um, the content pass stuff, right?
Yes.
That actually will be looped in though, or that should the Solstice stuff should have gone into the ESO Plus membership when Update 49 dropped, I think.
Right, but not everybody not everybody that gets the
Not
game
everybody
will
will
have
have
that.
ESO Plus.
So
right.
it'll be it is everything prior to that, I believe is what all it includes. So you'll have all the classes. Yeah, I wasn't able to claim it because I guess because I already owned it, which would make sense, I suppose. But yeah, I mean, if you're playing this game, if you wanted to play this game, you were going to have PlayStation Plus anyway. So
You know someone who's missing a chapter, just point out, hey, you can fill in the blanks.
Yeah, so if you're already a subscriber, this is essentially you're essentially getting a ton of content for nothing because you already are paying for the subscription anyway. Because you wouldn't be able to play this game without that anyway. But yeah, so that's yeah. I would. So you say we've seen several new people coming into the guild. I'm sure there probably have been a pretty reasonable influx of new players. That's something that we should probably do, is just go hop on and run around some of the starter zones. Just see how many new players we see.
Yeah, and I have noticed that there are some people in our guild who had been inactive for a while who have their names have started to show up again. Like, I'll notice that the login, because I do go through and periodically check, like, what our longest login, like, the last person that logged in the furthest time away, I guess, from now is the best way to put it.
Right.
Just to see, like, if there's turnover or things like that. And I've noticed that there's been an uptick in some people that were kind of on that cusp of, like, haven't logged in for X amount of months, and suddenly I'm like, oh, I recognize that name. They logged in a day ago. So that's been nice to see.
Yep. Yeah, we well, I don't know where I was going to go with that statement. I lost my train of thought. I guess I hopped off the dragon too soon. Anyway, yeah, you do tend to encounter a lot of the. Oh, I know what I was going to say. Because of all the new changes and stuff, people that maybe took some time away, if they've been, casually keeping up with the game, then they've no doubt heard that there's a lot of new stuff coming, and if maybe they didn't have some of these new DLCs, didn't want to pay the extra to get the new classes and things like that, if they were already PlayStation Plus subscribers, this gives them access to all the classes that they may not have had. So it's kind of a chance to get a fresh take on the game again if they've been away long enough. So that's cool. Well,
indeed,
there's some insight into what's going on with the game, and then there's some dev insight as well into what's going on with the game.
There is.
Look, I'm trying, okay?
I know you are.
I'm trying to ride that weird little scooter that they ride around the malls.
Nice. Do you want to read this one, Never, or do we each want to take a gold thing? What are we doing? I got logged out. Oh no!
How dare you? How dare you?
I'm out of practice.
I think it's the cat's turn to be insightful, or is this too much words for the cat?
Too much words. You don't think I can? You don't think I can vocabulate?
Too much words to vocabulate for the kitty cat.
Nah, this is fine for the kitty cat. This is a short article. We just immediately read Dev shares, and it's like, it's a book. This one is not a book.
Okay, give me just a moment. screen where I can actually see it. Alright, ESO's devs share insight into Update 49's player experience improvements. Alright, sit back, relax. If you're driving, buckle up, because if you are driving and not buckled up, that's not safe. Because here we go. Members of the ESO development team go into detail regarding Update 49's player experience additions. There are a ton of player experience improvements coming in the Update 49 base game patch. This work is courtesy of a team within the studio that focuses on player pain points, community requests, and other fixes to your time in Tamriel. We've asked some of them to share their process and what additions they're most excited about as players themselves. Choosing changes. We have a long list of improvements we want to make to the game, says systems designer Lindsay Beaver. Many items on the list have come directly from players in the form of forum posts, conversations with players at conventions, and events like player summits we've had. Other items are improvements that we as devs, and players ourselves, want to see in the game, or systems we'd like to revisit. But the question of prioritizing all of that is the tricky part. There's a lot of technicalities that we have to consider, adds content designer Jordan Cernovsky. From developer bandwidth to tech demands, or what release and improvement would be the most applicable to at any given time. Then there's a list of some player experience improvements in a graphic there. The article will be linked if you want to check that out. For the additions and improvements arriving in Update 49, the team set some specific goals that helped guide their choices. Overall, we were primarily focused on reducing friction, eliminating some of the monetary feels bads, and updating some systems that were starting to feel dated, while ultimately trying to provide something for every kind of player, shares Beaver. The amount of improvements and systems revisited was very broad, and we couldn't get to everything we wanted to this round. The good news is any of the ideas that didn't make 49 remain on our list for revisit in future packages. Community help. Of course, the team doesn't make their choices in a vacuum. Feedback from ESO's players is vital to ensuring the changes are targeted where they are most needed. The player base has already arranged collection threads of suggested improvements or callouts of some of their greatest pain points, says Cernovsky, and we reference them frequently. Public test server feedback and forum posts are also sources that we read and strive to act on, explains Beaver. Even now, we're working on updates that have come from forum posts that we think are great ideas. We've also had guild summits where items bubbled up that ended up on our list. Community involvement doesn't stop with the initial suggestions and ideas either. Once we had our final list and the changes we wanted to make, we held focus groups with community members, taking their feedback to further hone some of the numbers, says Beaver. We even noted possible further changes for features that were going in for Update 49 but could be improved again in later updates. Experience excitement. With all the great player experience changes coming in Update 49, it's hard for anybody on the team to pick a favorite. Housing furnishing limits are getting bumped up for quite a few home sizes, says Beaver. Dedicated housing players are fully aware of this, but more casual players may not realize what a dramatic change this can be to their placement and decorating freedom. Even just from an inventory standpoint, if an item isn't placed, it has to be stored. So not only can you more generously decorate, but you'll free up some bag, bank, or storage space for all new furnishings. I think the mount training additions are the easiest to overlook, but will immediately influence quality of life for players, says Cernovsky. Nothing is more frustrating than shelling out gold and feeling like it barely did anything. So having the training increment in threes really helps alleviate that. In addition, the team has some personal picks for changes that should really help them out as players, whether for builds or fashion. I'm excited for being able to respec for free right in the UI, says Beaver. It will allow me to tweak a build on the fly and even just try out new skills without cost or a trip to a city. I think that's a big win for flexibility and experimentation. I'm big on aesthetics, so the ability to hide pieces of my clothing and armor is huge for me, and is something I'll be using on every single character of mine, says Cernovsky. The best look isn't always synonymous with the best stats. Base game boons. The team has taken a great many steps toward an improved player experience in this upcoming base game patch, evident in the tremendous list of changes. What's coming after Update 49? That would be telling for now. Let us know which of the upcoming player experience changes excites you the most, and which additional features you'd like to see in the future via Blue Sky, X, Instagram, Facebook, on the socials. Net Update 49 base game patch went live on March 9th, so it's there. So go check that out. All players. No more of that 2-week waiting stuff. Also, there's an editor's note. ESO fashion, after all, is the real end game.
I didn't believe that. I didn't believe ESO fashion was the real end game for the longest time, and then we got this update.
Right?
And, like, I love it.
Let me just say, too, the housing adjustments were great. I was so happy the other day when I rolled into some of my homes and I'm like, oh my gosh, I can add more stuff. I'm so excited.
I can't add more stuff to my grand gallery yet. Meh.
Yeah, sorry, it's already the big size house. But it's nice to be able to add more stuff to, like, the Snugpod.
Oh yeah, there's like 40 new books upstairs you guys can read and have fun.
I know, that's so exciting.
Yeah, I would like to see some changes to the bigger houses too, but perhaps it's coming one day.
Mm-hmm.
We'll give them time to work on that.
You know,
I have
also
not.
Exciting.
Huh?
Oh, I was about to segue.
Oh, really quick.
You can finish your thought.
I was gonna say I haven't gotten to take advantage of any of the Stable Master stuff or any of the new mounts that are found around the world, but I've heard the community is just buzzing with how excited they've been with being able to buy new mounts for gold and being able to, you know, do stuff with the stables in the different places in Tamriel, and then also being able to hide certain parts of your armor has been like a big exciting thing. So I love it.
You know,
buy a guar without crowns.
Come to think
buy
of
a guar without crowns and a ram.
Come to think of that, I thought I changed this outfit and hid my gloves pieces, but they're there still. So maybe I didn't save that. Anyway,
I made an outfit and hid everything but the dress, and it's gorgeous.
I also want to say one more thing, because this might be something that people don't realize. For your outfit slots to all get put together, please make sure that you log into all of your characters that you've bought outfit slots on, so that they all get, like, synced to your account.
Yeah, that's important.
Yeah, that's really
I did
important.
log in on the one character and went to go do it, and I'm like, wait, I thought we were supposed to get this during this update. Logged into all the other characters. Ah, there it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, so it's kind of like when subclassing hit, and you're like, wait a minute, I don't have certain things open, because you had to log into those characters. That's exactly why.
Do that. Make sure you get all the full expanded closet. Enjoy your expanded closet.
What was I gonna say? I don't remember. Must not have been very important. Moving
That's
on.
okay. Well, anyway, I'm just going to steal the conversation and move
Be a
on
mall
to
cop.
talking about the 4 classic ESO adventures coming soon to the ESO base game. So, the 4 iconic tales now free on March 9th. So that's already happened. On March 9th, 4 classic adventures, previously DLCs, Norsinium, Imperial City, Thieves Guild, and Dark Brotherhood will be made available to all ESO players with the launch of the Update 49. Whether you're a current player or plan on picking up the base game, everyone will be able to experience these epic ESO stories and zones at no extra charge. The Imperial City delves into a Daedric PvP/PvE zone as you strive to clear out the dreaded worm cult and their Daedric allies from the 6 districts of the Imperial City and overcome 2 challenging group dungeons, White Gold Tower and Imperial City Prison. This PvP/PvE zone was first released in August of 2015 as a DLC and was made free in the Crown Store in 2019. Come March 9th, it will be fully incorporated into the ESO base game with no work required. To kick off this adventure, open the Collectibles tab in your main menu, select Stories, Select Imperial City under Zone. Accept the Quest City on the Brink. Alternatively, open the Alliance War tab in your main menu and select Imperial City in the campaign list to be teleported to the Imperial Orsinium. Experience an epic adventure set in the center of the orc homeland, Hrothgar. Explore a harsh, unforgiving region, uncover plots brewing within the ancient city of Orsinium, and test your might in the maelstrom arena. The Sonen storyline was first released in November 2015 as a DLC, although some of you may have claimed it as a daily login reward in 2024 as well. On March 9th, it will be fully included as part of the ESO base game. To begin exploring Hrothgar, open the Collectibles tab in your main menu, select Stories, select Orsinium under Zone DLC, and accept the quest invitation, Orsinium. The Thieves Guild. Join the iconic Thieves Guild and work alongside newfound allies and fellow rogues to restore the organization to its former glory in Abaz Landing, all while exploring the desert zone of Hughes Bane. First released as a DLC in March 2016, the Sonen storyline will be made a part of the ESO base game on March 9th. Watch your purse. To launch your new career as a Master Thief, open the Collectibles tab in your main menu, select Stories, select Thieves Guild under Zone DLC, and accept the quest Partners in Crime. Dark Brotherhood. Complete your initiation into the infamous Dark Brotherhood. Profit by completing murder contracts and spreading fear throughout Tamriel as you carve a bloody swath across the Gold Coast region. The Zone and storyline was first available as a DLC in May 2016, and upon March 9th, it will be integrated as part of the ESO base game, Hail Sith. Ready to start spilling blood for coin? Open the Collectibles tab in your main menu, select Stories, select Brotherhood under Zone DLC, and accept the quest voices in the dark. In addition to these core classic tales, base game owners will continue to own the full game, the Morrowind chapter, and the Warden class. That's 5 powerful classes and 24 unique zones for you to experience across hundreds of hours of adventures. Tamriel awaits 4 classic adventures added to the ESO base game following the launch of Update 49 on March 9th.
Nice.
Going through those, it's like, oh, I remember starting these. I actually still have yet to do the Imperial City storyline.
Same.
It's a good one.
Like, I started it once.
I haven't finished it, but it's one of the best in the game, according to Minwei.
I started it once, and it was just so long in between, like, years in between starting it and picking it up that I had to abandon it and start it over, and then I don't know, I never get around to finishing it.
Well, sometimes it's hard to do because it's in a PvP zone and people don't want to get ganked, or they just don't have the DPS to smash through some of the bosses that you have to do in the districts alone. So, yeah.
Like, I don't mind getting ganked, but yeah, it just, when it takes so long, you can only sit down to play for so much at a time, and it's just a harder one to complete, I guess.
We should go through that together, because if the 3 of us did it, we could get it done probably, like, no problems.
Have either of you started it?
I'm not sure if I've started it on PlayStation or not. I know I'm about probably 2/3 of the way through it on PC.
Like, yes, but I've abandoned it. Yes, again.
Yeah, so we could catch up.
Yeah, we could totally make that a project. Where
I'm down.
We try to do that together.
Let's do it.
That'd be fun. All right, well, that's the end of the show, everybody. We're going to go and attack Imperial City.
Oh, don't make me die.
Cool.
No, that's not the end of the show. There's still more. Actually, I think crazy, this article looks like the right size article for you.
Yeah, and it's free. Everything is free. Not everything.
It's a free
Just
article?
kidding. It's a free article. And you know what else is free? The code that gives you the gear from this article. Oh, gosh. Yeah, so you can gear up for the adventures to come with this free bundle. So it says, to celebrate the launch of Update 49 and the upcoming Season 0, we're happy to share a unique reward bundle for all ESO players. The recently launched Update 49 base game pack contains a massive number of new adventures, systems, and quality of life improvements, and serves as the foundation for ESO's upcoming seasonal releases, starting with Season 0 on April 2nd. To celebrate this occasion, we're happy to share a new reward bundle that all ESO players can claim and enjoy. The Player Experience Reward Pack includes the following in-game goodies: 5,000 gold, 4 research scrolls, blacksmithing, woodworking, clothier, and jewelry crafting 1 day, 2 XP scrolls that are 100% boost for a 1-hour duration, 50 transmutes, 4 outfit tokens, 4 mimic tokens, 3 writing lesson books, 1 for stamina, speed, and capacity. To claim this bundle, redeem the code below via your ESO account page or via the Redeem Reward Code in-game option before May 12th. Note that there is a limit of 1 redemption per account, and total redemptions are limited, so don't miss out. Once redeemed, you can log into the game to find your in-game items. The currencies will be applied to your in-game totals automatically, and you can find the remaining items and consumables in a container in your in-game mailbox. Claim it to have it moved into your inventory. Don't forget, this U49 gift reward code is valid from now until May 12th, so don't miss out. We hope these goodies help you get the most out of your adventures to come. Happy adventuring. So I had some people actually message and ask how to redeem this when you're on the consoles, because, you know, people are used to putting codes into the PlayStation Store. So if you are well, for any ESO account, what you actually have to do is you need to go to elderscrollsonline.com. You'll log into your account there. You can actually log in using your Sony account or your PlayStation account, and it should be able to get you to your account page for Elder Scrolls. Then you can input this in there, and it should instantly go to your account. So,
also, if you've never logged in to the PC in forever and have no idea what you're doing, you can just go to Crown Store in your menu, go to Crown Store, and then go down to the bottom and to redeem code, and then just type in the code.
oh, that's nice that this one works that way. Not all of them do that.
It does! I just did that and it does. It worked. And then your little thing will show up in your gift inventory. It'd show up in your inventory, and you open the little thing, there'll be a cute note. Yeah.
Cool.
Like, you can just do it in the game. Can confirm, just did it before the show.
Good, good. So get your free gear, get your free stuff, get done.
Also, did we just skip 2 articles?
Did we?
We
Yes,
skipped.
you were supposed to read the ESO dev update.
Oops, sorry. I think I saw in my brain I was thinking that was the Dev Insights article.
Nope.
I think.
Well, I can read this one too, right now. If you would like.
Okay. And then never to read the next one.
Okay. Dev updates for March 2026. Tune in to learn more about ESO's ongoing development in the latest dev update, which has already happened. So, I don't know if we really want to spend too much time on this one, but you can go back to twitch.tv/Bethesda and rewatch their live stream that happened on 1 p.m. on the last Tuesday. This was an insight on the ongoing development efforts related to Update 49, as well as the Werewolf refresh and some Werewolf model stuff, class mastery, and challenge difficulty systems. So they had Mike Finnegan, of course, Aaron Schulte, Cambria Blaze, and Alec Varish, who are all developers in the game, on to talk about their little segments of combat and lead effects and production of things coming. And then Finn talked about the combat challenge stuff and whatnot. that was coming up. What I saw of the stream was really, really good, so I highly recommend going back and watching. I really like these new dev updates as they're coming out. I think it's been great to give some insight to the community on what they're working on and kind of what their progress is with everything. So this says, as we shared in February, Dev Updates is a new kind of ESO livestream where the community team is joined by various developers to talk about some of the things that they've been working on over the last month. If you're interested in the game's latest development, news, and progress, this is the show for you. Twitch drops will be enabled, so link your ESO and Twitch accounts here, and be sure to tune in and chat with us. Feel free to let us know if you have any future Dev Updates ideas via the socials. So that one already happened, but you can always go back and check it out.
Yeah.
Great. So,
Well,
how can they kick off exploring Tamriel?
well,
That was a really bad transition.
If someone wanted to start exploring the second era, how would they do that?
well, I'll tell you in a moment. I'm having some technical difficulties getting tabs to open at the moment.
Oh no.
I'm getting there. Maybe.
Well, I can tell you.
Wait. Hold on. This is the which one? This was the standard and deluxe edition.
Yes. The changes to what comes with standard and what comes with deluxe now.
Okay.
Now that things are being restructured, this is now also different.
Yeah, I guess go ahead because I'm having trouble getting this to open.
Alrighty. Well,
If you wanna split it up, Gwen, we can do gold to gold. You can do first gold. I can do second gold or whatever.
oh, but I get to read my list.
Okay, then you read your lists and enjoy.
Thank you. Alright, explore Tamriel's second era with the standard and deluxe edition. Kick off your Elder Scrolls Online journey in a big way with the updated standard or deluxe edition. This year marks the introduction of Seasons to ESO, a new way to experience Tamriel and its myriad adventures. Updates arriving throughout the year, but that's not all. Alongside this week's launch of Update 49 and the upcoming debut of Season 2 on April 2nd, we're also revamping and enhancing the Elder Scrolls Online 2 Core Edition. Starting today, you can acquire Elder Scrolls Online Standard Edition or the Elder Scrolls Online Deluxe Edition. With the Standard Edition, you get the ESO base game. Choose your side in the Three Banners War and fight back against the invading digital forces based on the war-torn setting of Tamriel's second era. In 24 unique zones, discover the epic scale of Tamriel, from Morrowind's mushroom forests to the deserts of Hammerfell. Morrowind, delve into the iconic home of the Dark Elves and lend aid to legendary warrior poet God of Beck. Warden class, harness the power of nature's fury and command mighty beasts with the Warden class. The Imperial City, explore the heart of Cyrodiil, now plagued by Daedra, in the sprawling PvP/PvE zone. Orsinium, travel the Rothgar Mountains and enter the war capital of Orsinium, where ancient dangers await. Thieves Guild, fight back against the forces of the Iron Wheel and restore the Thieves Guild to its former glory. Dark Brotherhood, become the newest member of the infamous Dark Brotherhood and carve a bloody swath across Tamriel. Hail Sithis. Note that if you're subscribed to either Xbox Game Pass Essential or PlayStation Plus Extra or Premium, you'll receive full complimentary access to this refreshed ESO Standard Edition and all the available adventures listed above. There's never been a better time for new players to take their first steps into the Elder Scrolls Online, but if you already own ESO-based game, you automatically gain access to the newly included adventures, story zones, and features. Deluxe Edition. If you're the kind of adventurer who wants to explore everything Tamriel and the realms beyond have to offer, then the new ESO Deluxe Edition is for you. With the departure of yearly releases following the arrival of the new seasonal model, We've prepared a massive digital package that includes adventures and features from the past 10 years of ESO. That's thousands of hours of epic stories, unforgettable characters, challenging PvE content, and more, all rolled into one single bundle. What is available in ESO Deluxe Edition includes Somerset, discover the ancient homeland of the High Elves in an all-new adventure. Elsewhere, travel to Elsewhere and save the Khajiit from a fiery invasion of dragons. Greymore, discover what ancient secrets lie buried within the dark heart of Skyrim. Blackwood, recruit new companions and unravel the infernal schemes of Maroon's Dagon. High Isle, dismantle a web of conspiracies threatening the idyllic Sisters Archipelago. Necrom, discover the forbidden secrets of Apocrypha and fight to preserve reality. Gold Road, explore the Westweald and uncover the secrets of the Forgotten Prince. Seasons of the Worm Cult, defeat and resurrected Worm Cult on the mysterious island of Solstice. Features, jewelry crafting, forge rings and necklaces to enhance yourself with powerful bonuses. Necromancer class, master death itself to raise the dead and cast ghastly magic to both heal and harm with the Necromancer class. Antiquities, unearth valuable treasures, rare items, powerful gear, and more. Companions, recruit 6 loyal companions from the Blackwood, High Isle, and Necrom chapters to aid you throughout your adventures in Tamriel. Tales of Tribute, collect, play, and rank up in Tamriel's favorite competitive card game. Arcanist class, unlock forbidden knowledge to unleash the full arcane might of Apocrypha with the Arcanist class. Skull Tooth Coastal Urzog Mount, Golden Eagle Pet, Remnant of Meridia's Life, plus everything included in the ESO Standard Edition. Whether you're a fresh-faced adventurer pursuing the complete ESO package, or you've already completed everything in the base game has to offer and are craving more, the ESO Deluxe Edition offers everything you need. Tamriel awaits. The Elder Scrolls Online Standard and Deluxe Editions are both now live for PC as well as Xbox and PlayStation, and will replace all prior available editions. Alrighty.
A lot of stuff in that.
Yup.
Like, reading that makes me go, huh, oh, nostalgia, huh, oh, nostalgia, huh, oh, nostalgia. Or, oh, that was a good story. Or, yeah, no, that story sounds really good when you put it that way. There will be a day where I go back and replay through this whole game. That is not anytime soon, though.
Oh, come on.
That's a daunting task. But we'll get to why it's possible later.
So, Dragon Knight?
Yeah, I'll take that. I'm good now. I think I just had some little freeze up happening there. Alright, the Dragon Knight Refresh Launch Update. ESO class and combat refresh team returns to talk about the recent overhaul of the Dragon Knight class. With the recent Update 49 launch, we are thrilled to see the community finally get their hands on the redesigned Dragon Knight, and we can't wait to see how they whip this red-hot class into shape. While the work continues, the team behind the class refresh has returned to share their thoughts on this latest milestone. Hi everybody, with Update 49 now live, the Dragon Knight class has received a full sweep of updates on every level. Abilities, animations, visual effects, and sound effects have all been touched up or changed in some capacity to better align with the core themes of their draconic sources of power. With these updates, the Dragon Knight's flame, fury, and mountainous strength are better brought to life and have been reinforced through gameplay changes that help flesh out their attrition focus with punctuated and eruptive bursts. To do this, we added more focus on unique damage over time effects outside of our standard ability creation to help give them an edge while also moving them to the forefront of their rotation. In addition, we've made improvements to the support parts of their kit to help you protect your brood by adding more access to coveted group buffs, more healing and shielding options, and unique contextual defensive power like group-wide projectile damage mitigation. We've also moved away from having sustain be a natural weakness of the Dragon Knight, and instead we moved to self-reinforcing solutions to help mitigate poor resource management. This includes reworked abilities like Core of Flame, which help you most when you're low over the course of extended combat, while keeping key highs like the Storm Voice, originally Battle Roar. Thanks to the community's help, we found better power levels for their damage over time effects that help separate them from standard abilities, giving more defined strengths while demanding more frequent engagement with uptimes. Originally, we were also very conservative with some ability visuals and sound effects such as Earth Spike Mantle, originally Spiked Armor, but based on community feedback, we moved back to a much crunchier feeling of activation with a bigger spike model that really makes you feel intimidating and threatening. Beyond Update 49, we'll continue to keep an eye on how the new Dragon Knight feels and functions over time, making sure we don't leave it or other classes we'll work on behind. However, we'll be shifting focus in the immediate sense to Class Mastery and Werewolf for Update 50, and Warden for the next major class refresh. We will keep taking notes and collecting data for the Dragon Knight so we can make more informed and thought out changes if we believe they're necessary in the future. Community questions. During development, we saw some common questions surface from the community about the refresh development process. How did you determine which abilities to replace? We try to avoid outright replacing skills as much as we can unless numerous factors benefit it more than the loss, rarely of which are strength, since the power of abilities is one of the easier things to do with numbers and outcomes. Here's a loose list of how we determine if an ability needs replacement. Engagement. Does the ability or its morphs have a strong foothold in any niches of gameplay? If so, can we determine where and why? Do these align with the overall goals and identity of the source skill line? If not, we start asking other questions. 2. Identity. Does the ability help reinforce and enhance the identity of the skill line in a meaningful way? If not, this makes it a prime candidate for a refresh, updating the ability in a larger way while keeping its core intact, or a rework, replacing the ability with something new. 3. Gameplay. Does this ability add depth or unique gameplay elements to the skill line that help separate it from the traditional ability design? If not, is it possible to reasonably correct that in a timely and performant manner? If not, we take note of that. Why were specific abilities like Eruption or Poison abilities removed? Poison was always a stopgap solution to giving Dragon Knights access to stamina functionality in their kit, but it was made during a time period where the game fundamentally could not separate specific damage types to mechanic types. For example, Poison was a part of the bucket of damage types, what we now call martial damage, that had to be stamina, or they outright didn't work as players expected. When we were looking at the refresh, we found that trying to continue keeping this identity and extrapolating upon it would have meant losing even more abilities, while also not really aligning with the core themes of the Dragon Knight. Eruption being removed is a multi-layered reason: lower engagement and lack of strong gameplay enhancement to the rest of the Dragon Knight kit. Plus, it ultimately didn't fit into the skill reshuffle where we're actively trying to decentralize too much power for any singular role. Eruption at its core is a very common ability functionality of a ground area effect, and the damage aspect of the class is not focused on hunkering down and defending or attacking from a singular point. All of this paired with the fact that putting Eruption into Ardent Flame would have pushed it into a no-brainer skill line for damage dealers, left us to decide to move away from Eruption as a damage tool. We've heard feedback about getting elements of it back in some capacity, and will continue to monitor that sentiment as time goes on. Could a class refresh be delayed due to negative PTS feedback? When planning dramatic changes to a class, we try to seek out community feedback as early as possible to avoid situations where an entire refresh is poorly received after landing on PTS. Of course, player feedback is vital to the process, and if we see that a refresh is being poorly received on the PTS, we'll work to understand why and look for solutions. Could we get legacy ability style options? Skill styles are something we're actively discussing about utilizing to keep old styles of abilities that we remove. We cannot, however, sustain just offering legacy versions of each ability from the animations or visual audio side in tandem with the new refresh versions, as that introduces a significant amount of data management that the team could not possibly achieve a high level of standards and polish on. For example, if we introduce legacy behaviors of the visual sides, but they begin to break over time due to code changes or ability reworks, we wouldn't be able to retroactively go back and update them in addition to the new VFX animations. Will champion points be adjusted based on the class refresh changes? We currently do not have plans to update the champion system. I think some VFX is too distracting. Could we get options to tone them down? Visual clarity has been a long-standing issue in ESO that the team constantly monitors and discusses. We're actively investigating some internal solutions to parts of the problem, so stay tuned for when we can talk more about that. How do you keep the class that you're working on in balance with the others? Each class refresh is using the same paradigms and pillars in their design process that helps provide goalposts for us to move toward, giving us a North Star as guide. We pair that with player feedback to make sure our changes navigate us to places people want to be and not just where we want to go, metaphorically speaking. Once again, many thanks to the ESO community for their help testing the new look Dragon Knight class. We hope you enjoy bringing this new kind of fire and fury to Tamriel, and please keep that feedback coming. And let us know what you think about the Update 49 Dragon Knight rework over on the socials.
Honestly, I think it's been going over well. But I don't play a DK. But I've seen a lot of positive feedback on it, so it makes me want to make one, to be honest. I just haven't had time.
Just go subclass into it.
Well, that's true. I could subclass into it, but I would need to have a character that I want to subclass that on, and right now on my Nightblade, I'm running a split of Arcanist skills, or I will be once I get done with that. So, maybe eventually.
And yeah, you can subclass into it never, but really if you're trying a new class, like completely, you should try all of the skills so you know what you'd even want to incorporate in the first place. You should level it up. But that's just my opinion, I guess.
That is true. I kind of agree with you on that. It's kind of fun if you're trying something new to pure class at first and then decide what you want to use.
It's just where my brain goes, because it's the same advice you'd give a new player. It's like, well, what's the best class? Well, how fast should I should I do to speed level it? No, try all the skills, learn what it does, or otherwise you're gonna hate it.
I might differ a little bit on that. I kind of like the idea of having access to just being able to kind of, break things up, and which I know I'm one of those that probably goes against a lot of the purists, but just from a gameplay perspective, I like the freedom to kind of go. I like that skill more than I'm locked into this class. If I want to play around with fire stuff, then I can go take all the things that give me fire, for example. But there is some truth to, you do get a better understanding of how the skill lines interact when you kind of play them together. But of course that goes against what subclassing would do anyway, because you can't play all together when you're doing that. I will say there was one thing in that article that's a little disappointing to hear. Not that I was surprised, there's not really been any talk about it, but I would have liked maybe a different answer. But will champion points be adjusted? And they don't have any plans to do anything with the champion system. I do feel like that could use some work. Just because
wasn't it recently adjusted?
Yeah, I mean it was adjusted just a couple of years ago.
I know.
What do you think needs work about it? Because I don't think they're going to touch the champion points system until they do a complete class refresh. There's no point in touching it until then, and that would be like probably at least 2 years down the road.
Maybe. You're probably right. I don't know what I necessarily think should be done. It just feels like once you get to a certain point, yay, more champion points. They're not doing anything for me.
Well, I think that also depends on the role that you're using, though, because, like, as a tank, for sure. I think as a DPS, you can swap stuff around. Like, I have found myself running champion points slotted differently based on the content that I'm doing. If I'm doing Infinite Archive, I've got to reslot some champion points for direct damage versus other types of damage, stuff like that. So for me, I have different builds now in the armory system that utilize different champion point sets. Not every player is probably going to go that deep, but for me, like, yes, I probably have some spare points lying around, but I still like having the option of being able to add random silly stuff if I want to.
Well, my point is, though, once you get enough champion points, you can pretty much have everything unlocked, and you just swap them out.
But is that a bad thing?
I mean, if you have gold.
Well, not anymore, right? I mean, because respecs are going to be free. Does that apply to the champion point system too? Now that we say that, I don't know if that specifically was mentioned, but if respecs are free, I guess I kind of assumed.
Respecs? I don't think they're free. You just pay for it through the menu.
No, I think the respecs are free now. Are they not?
No, I think you still have to have respec scrolls. I think you
you can sell those for gold. You can sell those for gold now. That was the whole thing about being able to just do it within your UI. I mean, we can look at that right now, right? Where is that option at?
I kind of am.
Yeah, respec skills. You just hit square and confirm.
So yeah, it's free. Interesting.
What about champion points? Champion points still have a charge. Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say those aren't free.
But that's only 3,000 gold. It's not a huge expense.
Only 3,000 gold, sir. Do you know how often that 3,000 gold adds up?
You're not.
Well, I'm doing this with my champion points, and now I'm doing this with my champion points, but then I need to go do this with my champion points. If I were to pay that 3,000 gold without using an armory station every time I want to change my champion
but everyone has an armory station.
I could easily blow through 24,000 gold within one play session.
Sure, but everybody has an armory station now, right?
Yeah, everyone has an armory station, but that still requires you to go to a house. Not everyone has an armory assistant, which does cost 5,000 crowns.
I agree. However, I don't think that necessarily changes the point that I was making, that once you get to a certain point with champion points, you have so many that they don't. It's like you're just getting more points that you can't really even use because you have everything unlocked already. Is that a bad thing? To answer your question, not necessarily. I'm not saying I was suggesting that they completely redo everything again. I just think it would be cool if they gave us, we don't necessarily need more, vertical progression. We don't need to be getting stronger per se, but at least maybe some horizontal progression where it's like, here's something to put those points that you're still getting into. So that once you get to a point where you've got everything unlocked and you've got armory builds set up where you just pull out your armory assistant. I get not everybody has one of those because they're $50. Well, I don't know. Did we get a free one of those too? I don't remember.
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay. So I know not everybody has one of those, but a lot of people do. And if you don't, you have the table that you can get, and we're given free houses, so people have access to go and change it if they want to do that.
Please explain to me how quickly you could do that and go to a table to switch things over, when you're doing archive or something.
Right, but your point you like being able to switch that stuff up doesn't negate the point that I'm making, is that if you have all of those skill points, you can switch that stuff up without having to pay for it. But the next skill point you earn once you've already got all that stuff unlocked isn't doing anything for you. So,
I get what you're saying. You're saying what's the point then in having points that go beyond what's
right.
required for the
Once you've
CP
unlocked
system.
everything and you're at a point you can just switch them out when you want to.
I get
Cool,
that.
I just unlocked another champion point. Okay. And then you do it again. It's like, cool, I've got 35 extra champion points sitting there with nothing to do with them. That's where I think it would be nice if we had either just put a cap on it. It caps out once you've got it and you don't earn anymore, or give me something to do with them. So,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what it would be. It would have been nice if the answer to that question, will champion points be adjusted based on the class refresh changes? We're looking at some things, nothing concrete, but we're not going to talk about it right now. But it would have just been nice to have heard maybe it's a discussion they're having for something down the road, not 50 or 51 or 52 update. But just I mean we talk about that stuff. It'd just be nice to hear maybe that thoughts cross their mind.
Well,
What
if it
level
hasn't,
do you,
I don't want them to
run
lie.
out of champion points?
I mean, I haven't hit that point yet because I don't actively play enough, but I mean, I'm dang close to it with like 1,600, and there are people that have well over 2,000.
The cap's 2,300.
Oh, there is a cap.
Well, that's like the you could put everything into everything, I believe.
Oh, that's what it would take to have absolutely everything unlocked.
I believe so.
Okay, yeah, because I know I've seen people that were higher than that, right?
I might be wrong on that, but I think that's the number.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at guild roster now. There's a 2772. There's a 3543. So,
yeah, there's people beyond it for sure.
So that's what I'm saying. If it only takes 2,300 points to, and I say only, I know a lot of people won't get there. That's not the point that I'm making. But if 2,300 is all it takes to get there, and there's people that have got 1,200 more points they can't spend. It would just be nice that we definitely think there's some things that we could do to just make that interesting. I don't know what it would be, but
I saw one person in the forum say that just adding an extra orb for when you reach max.
Like an extra slottable slot.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's one thing to do.
Out of all of the complaining
things...
and random reading I read, that
makes things
like that.
spicy.
Yeah. I mean, that would give you a reason to chase that high number, because once you got to that point, you in a sense will have more power. So yeah. But even if it's just like some more of that quality of lifetime type stuff, like the mount speed, which I mean we already have that, we don't need that, but I just mean things like that, maybe a swim speed, faster swim speed, which the mounts already move.
Out of combat movement speed, we already have.
Does that affect swimming?
Yes.
Does it? Okay.
Yeah.
But I'm just using those as examples, just things like that, just some little things that you can just throw into making I don't know, you're a more efficient thief, so you get 10 extra things you can steal in a day. That just whatever. I don't know. I'm just tossing out ideas. It doesn't matter. The point I was making was that was the only thing about that article. I was like, oh, well, that's a little disappointing that they just currently don't have any plans with it at all. That's all. I didn't mean for that to become a big long thing, but anyway.
No, it's a fun talking point.
Yeah, that was my thought, and I accidentally closed out of my
It's been a while
notes.
since we've all got deep into a conversation about anything in a while. So, well, nice.
I accidentally closed out our docs there. I'm not sure how I did that.
Happens to the best of us.
Yeah, and I ain't that.
Oh, stop.
Well, you're learning a whole new operating system. It's fine. There's going to be hiccups.
I just hit the the X on the wrong tab, apparently. Okay, there we go. All right, so we got one more article? Or did you have more to say on that?
No, it's something that's happening on Monday, aka today. So,
Future lady.
Yeah, right? There's a developer Let's Play, and it's where the housing team is joining ICIC. And it's developers from ESO system teams visit ICIC to play around with the housing system and the new furnishing limit. So tune in to the longtime ESO live streamer and content creator as they're joined by ESO senior systems designer Lacey Iroki and system designer Carlos Ruiz for our next Let's Play live stream. That is Monday, March 16th at 5:30 Eastern on ICIC's Twitch. And as a reminder, the Let's Play is a new live stream series where developers join a member of the stream team to explore the world of Tamriel while chatting about the game's development. So be sure to tune in on Monday and show your support for the crew and have some fun.
That's a lot of ICs.
Yeah, I hope I'm saying their name correct.
A lot of C's. A lot of C's. There's an LC and ICIC.
I don't know if it's ICIC or ICIC. I don't know. I just assumed it was ICIC because of how it's spelled.
Yeah, cool. Well, all right then. I suppose that's...
and that's the news.
That's the news. I do have one other little bit of news. I told you that I accidentally found myself in Shadowfen, and I did not see any Dwemer there.
No Dwemer in Shadowfen, okay.
That was it. So, yeah. I don't know what else we got. How much? We're pushing around an hour, I think, a little over, depending on when we started.
You want to read your book?
I couldn't find it. I don't remember what it was called.
Find your bird book?
I couldn't. Yeah, I don't remember what it was called. Or I would have, but yeah, I don't know what it was.
Well, then we will end our Adventures Almanac series tonight. Got the third one. So that will be our lore. This is the Adventures Almanac 3rd edition. Adventures Almanac 3rd edition by Scordo the Knife. Another day, another Drake. That's the way I look at it, and you should too, if you've got any sense. So, listen up. Papa Scordo's got more wisdom to sell along with his sword. Here are my latest leads for the disconcerting mercenary, Somerset. The high and mighty elves of Somerset have finally deigned it to let us mere mortals set foot on their unspoiled soil. But don't believe all the sugar-coated twaddle. The place has a heap of troubles. The justiciars in Alinor are practically begging for competent mercenaries to come show them how it's done. Murkmire. You ever heard of Cyrodiil Collection? Me neither. Not until they started throwing gold around like King Yoren in a bod house. I don't know where they're getting their financing, but they pay their dues on time. When you get to Lillemoth, let them know Scordo sent you. I want my cut. If running errands for a bunch of mud panners doesn't excite you, the Deadwater tribe is organizing death hunts for some of the nastiest things in Murkmire. It'll get your blood pumping. Out of your neck if you're not careful. Maybe the idea of wading through a bog getting eaten alive by bugs doesn't appeal. Can't imagine why. You can still get your dainty hands on some of that easy Cyrodiil Collection's gold. You can find an Argonian organizing supplies for their expedition. Goes by Gilar. He'll talk your ear off if you let him, but he's always got something that needs doing. Dragons. Finally, they're Tuscan dragons raging across elsewhere. If you're just getting this news from me, get out from under the rock you call home and get to work. The Northern Elsewhere Defense Force is recruiting any help they can get for their war effort against the scaly beasts. They've got people stationed in Grotwood, north of Cormount. Now, I ain't heard much more than rumors about dragon hunting, but you can bet there's someone out there itching to bag a dragon and willing to offer a reward. Personally, you couldn't pay me enough to tangle with one of those flying murder lizards. So, you're welcome to try. There you have it. Plenty of work for an enterprising adventurer for hire. Remember, Papa scored it when you strike it rich, and if you strike it then, go haunt the sorry sack who taught you to fight. Fun times with Scordo. Now we just need an updated one that includes... what? Greymore, Blackwood, High Isle...
all the other places he's been. He was a little busy with the worm cult. He did do those releases for Solstice that were kind of fun, the little letters.
Yeah, he did. He was busy with the Fighters Guild for a while, so we'll cut him some slack. He decided to go actually like join up with a group of people. Alright, and let's see, you already told us where the Dwemer were not. And alright, so no more murder hobos for the week. I've probably already asked this because we've been talking about our Dragon Knights and class refreshes and whatnot, but here we are either again or at least worded differently because it's a big deal. How you're doing everything changes. So, your character wakes up one day, and you go to fight, you go pick up your sword, you go to do a move that you normally would do, and it feels different. It hits. It works. But something feels off. Something just isn't right. How does your character respond? Do they panic? Do they train, practice until how it works now feels no different than how it used to? Or do they give up and go, this is ridiculous, and try a completely different new specialization? How does your character respond to this, how they would normally hit changing?
You said this was in honor of the Dragon Knight changes?
Yeah.
So you try to use one of your skills and it just works completely different.
Yep.
I think I might have a like a mental break if that happened. It's makes me think of the scene from Liar Liar where he's trying to write with a pen and he can't say it. He's trying to say that the pen is some other color besides blue. He just can't do it. He tries to make his hand write it, but his hand won't do it either.
That is kind of exactly what this would be like, yeah.
Yeah. I think if I tried to throw my spear shards and instead I just, I'm expecting it to like go up into the air and come down at a location where I've, aimed for it to, be so that my allies can be buffed from it or, it can do its damage effect or whatever. But instead I just charge forward and jump and slam the ground with my spear. Like what just happened? I think I might have to take a break back to Canarthy's Roost and go visit some of my training buddies and work that out.
Okay.
I think I would be like, wait, did I change some of my gear? What happened? Is something magically off? I think I might assume that I was getting sick. Or maybe I would just be like, well, I guess I've just got to adapt. I don't know.
My character would just assume she's in another timeline. Because her thing is she's always going through the different eras and different portals and different stuff. She'd just assume it's well, I guess I don't remember falling through that portal. Well then, let's move on.
I'd either be like, there's some Daedric things afoot, or I'd probably be like, well, I guess I just got used to this. Maybe I have to adjust what I'm doing now and figure out what's changed. I don't know. Tamriel's a crazy place.
Yep, like how my character wrote off the one update where wardens were absolutely amazing with all of their ice powers and all of the ice gear and stuff, and then after like a year or 30 or some months or whatever, it was updated and that was no longer the case. It's like, huh, well I guess we hit a warm front and this just doesn't work as well anymore. Oh well.
Global warming has made you weaker.
Warming has made you weaker, yeah.
Yep.
I'm really effective as long as it's not summer. Dragon Knight abilities just don't work when it's raining. Oh yeah, try to breathe fire on me now. There's a tsunami hitting you.
You go to throw a lava whip and then the entire whip gets hit by rain, so it just turns into rock and just falls.
Mm-hmm. Or just like a regular rope. And I'm like, why are you smacking me with a rope, dude? With that.
This is a fun tangent.
Yeah. Nightblade trying to do the little shadow attack thing, but that doesn't actually go invisible. What if you didn't realize it? You think you're invisible and like sneaking up on somebody, but they're like, what are you doing? I see you there. Like a child thinking they cover their eyes and you can't see them. Oh man, that would be awful.
Hilarious. Can you just picture Crazy's Wood Elf walking around with like a sheet over her head going, you don't see me. Nope, you don't see me.
Exactly. I'll be like, nothing to see here. Go about your business. Don't worry about it. I'm still a Nightblade.
Can you please turn around so I can stab you in the back so you don't see me?
Excuse me, would you mind turning around? You see nothing. It's like I'm just waving my hands in front of you. You see nothing. Nothing to see here. Go about your business.
You try to summon your bear, but instead you just summon a floppy fish on the ground because you're not in the water. It's like, wait a minute. My summon's supposed to eat fish. What is that? Why is there a fish flopping there? Oh, wow.
You know, as long as I summon one of the ones that I like don't have yet for some achievement, I'd be totally okay.
You just break that whole achievement. You're just like, I'll just summon fish, man. I don't even have to go out and grab them.
Or if I like auto the fish that I summon, auto give me perfect row. Don't care. That's fine. I will summon fish over bear any day. Poor Beatrice. She works so hard.
Speaking of weird summoning things, this is not ESO related, but it's Elder Scrolls related in as much as it's takes clear inspiration from Sheogorath. Tainted Grail has an ability that you can get to where the way that game works is you have your button tap does one variant of the ability and button hold, kind of like light attack, heavy attack, but for spells too. And when you do the channel ability, it turns your enemy's blood into cheese that you can pick up and eat. And if you do it long enough, then it just turns your enemy into a block of cheese.
I'm not comfortable with this. That's some weird, like...
Bastion is cringing somewhere right now. Bastion is actually... He just died.
But that's totally that's a total Sheogorath thing.
No, that's like... I mean, like, yeah, it's Sheogorath, but like... God, which one's the cannibal again? Here, right?
Well,
what?
Or Boethia?
The orc.
That's Malakath.
Yeah. When they're like some eating and pooping one out or something like that.
Yeah, but that doesn't have to do with it. That's not it. No. Just no, never.
Okay, we're gonna jump away from that, and let's just wrap this up and go to guild announcements.
Okay.
Where we don't have cheese.
Where we don't have cheese. There's no cheese.
I made cheeseburgers earlier. They count. Anyway, we are all members of the Lore Seekers Guild, if that hasn't been stated thus far this episode. So we're a multi-platform guild. We are on PlayStation, Xbox, and definitely on PC. The three of us are all on PlayStation. I am not on PC, and Gwen, you are not as active on PC these days, correct?
Correct.
Yeah. So, and then the other one is a trader, but but anyway, if you want to hang out with us, you want to be a lore seeker, you can totally do that. We'll tell you how to do that in a minute. But the PlayStation Guild has some events that we do. Some are specific, some are a little more loosely formatted. Treacherous Tuesdays, Dungeon Day. Group up, go do some dungeons, do lore runs, gear farms, achievement hunting, whatever it is you're wanting to do. Go find some guildies and go do that. Thursdays, Relic Seekers of Tamriel. That is at 7 p.m. Central, 8 Eastern. Go do some relic seeking, antiquities, and that kind of thing. Fearless Friday with Arthuria Dragoon, also 7 p.m., 8 Eastern. That is the Undaunted event. Undaunted. We are undaunted.
Undaunted.
So group up with Arthuria Dragoon and go do some Undaunted dailies. You can do the pledges, things like that. And if there's any other events going on, you just need to be in the Discord server for any of that kind of stuff, as well as on the other platforms too. All right, where can they find us if they want to communicate with us?
Okay, you can find us over on Twitter or Blue Sky at Snugpodcast. They can email us, snugpodcast@gmail.com. Or they could also even message us for Twitch Watch TV or YouTube. You can comment or comment to whatever podcast you're listening on. However, if you wish to watch us and you are listening, you can watch and hang out with us live at twitch.tv/snugpodcast or watch us on YouTube either during or after. And if you are watching and sometimes we get kind of long, maybe for some reason you had to pause, you don't want to miss anything, you can also find us on your podcatcher of choice.
That's right. Sorry, I just noticed that our chat, we had a bot come in here. Yeah.
And that's part of being live. We run into those guys sometimes.
Right. If you'd like to join the guild, because we haven't talked about that yet, right?
No, we have not.
Great. If you'd like to join the guild, you can head over to loreseekers.club and you can join our Discord from there. Once you get into there, you can apply to guild, and then you can come join us and hang out with us in our Discord and also in game. All you'll have to do is answer a short little questionnaire that'll be direct message to you in Discord, and it's basically just to make sure that you're an awesome person whose gameplay aligns with us and who is not a troll. And yeah, it'll send you a short little list of questions. We'll take a peek at them, and usually we try and get to them within 24 to 48 hours, depending upon how busy it is and how many officers we have available and all that stuff. So just hang tight, and we get to you as soon as we can. So yeah, come hang out with us. We'd love to have you.
Do it. And if you're a PlayStation member, go claim that Plus game so that you can hop in and do all the things.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect timing. All right. Well,
Okay.
I suppose that's going to wrap it up for us on this lovely evening/morning. Morning for us too now. It's a new day.
That's right. As of 10 minutes ago.
We've podcasted for 2 days.
That's right.
That's crazy.
I always podcast for 2 days. Get with the times, guys.
Because you're in the future.
That's right.
So, anyway, I guess if y'all don't have anything else, we'll wrap it up.
Yeah.
All right, then. Well, if you've been here with us live, or if you're listening to us later through podcast or just watching the video back, thanks for hanging out with us. Thanks for giving us a little bit of your time. Hopefully we've made it enjoyable, informative, all those good things. And we'll try to be back to do it again next week. Generally Sunday evenings, 10 Central-ish. It's about anywhere from a 10 to 30 minute fluctuation there, but we try. But we will try to be back again next week to talk some more ESO stuff, and hopefully everybody is feeling better. And but until next time.
You ask too much.
Mm-mm.
You ask too much.
No, I want you to feel better. I am shooing Perryite. Shoo, go on, or I'll turn you into cheese.
Yeah, if you're Perryite.
You picture that, a little dragon cheese statue? Could you even eat a little dragon cheese statue? Could you?
It's
Adorable.
It's like the Easter chocolate bunnies. You got some kind of holiday cheese dragon.
But it's a dragon cheese,
Yeah. Anyway, until next time, take care of yourself, take care of others, be a decent person, and we'll talk to you soon.
Bye.
Sleep well, Tamriel.